Hi Year 4, hope you're all keeping well and you've had a lovely safe Easter and eaten lots and lots of Easter eggs. I'm back this week, back to school this week, so got some learning for you to be getting on with. As before, do what you would like to do. There's lots and lots of different activities ranging from writing to maths, to spelling, to PE, to science in the folder. So have a look, see what you fancy and have a go. And please try and send us all of your clips and things. We're really missing seeing you all. So we would love to see your pictures and videos of you doing your learning. So please send them in so that me and Mrs. Parker and Miss O'Donnell and Mr. Penfold can see what you guys have all been up to. So maths this week is still doing our learning on decimals. So we're thinking about decimals and we know that that's part of a whole. So we're thinking about decimals that make a whole one. We're thinking about ordering decimals and comparing decimals. So there's lots of work and worksheets for you to get on with there. It's changed a little bit this week, and on Friday it says there's a maths challenge, which I haven't seen yet, so that's really exciting. So there'll probably be another video from me later in the week to explain what the maths challenge is. So watch out for that one. Some other maths things that you can get involved in this week. I've done a couple of games for you. So thinking about times tables and thinking about what Miss O'Donnell was saying in her video last week, I had a look on Times Table Rockstars and it's still the 7s and 8s that we're finding a little bit tricky Year 4. So this week for you, I have got a times table path. So you have got to find your way from the top of the grid to the bottom of the grid. This side is multiples of 7, so that's the 7 times table. And this side is multiples of 8, and that's the 8 times table. So a little bit of a maths game, a maths challenge for you there. If you like that, then also there are some blank grids for you to do your own one on, so have a go. If you're finding the 9 times table tricky, maybe get someone to do you a grid, or you could do a grid for someone else and show it them or email it to them, and you can challenge your friends, so have a go with that. I've also got you another game. I know that some of you liked the Connect 4 last time. This is a different one this time. You've got to find the difference. So this time you would roll your 2 dice or pick your 2 cards, and say if I picked a 6 and a 4, I've got to find the difference between them. So it's taken away. So I know that to get from 4 to 6, the difference is add 2 more. So I would find the number 2 on here and I would colour the number 2 in. So it's exactly the same as when you were adding. You have got to get a row of 4, just like you would in Connect 4. So that could be vertical, horizontal or diagonal. So have a go at that. I know some of you had to go and share that with your grandparents. So have another go at that. So another different one to do. Another one is a Minions alphabet challenge. So I've got some Minions and they're all worth different amounts of money. So it says, what's the value of your name? So you can use the Minions to add up and find the value of your name. You might have to do some column addition. You might have to think about exchanging and adding on extras. So thinking all the way back to the start of Year 4 where we did some lots of addition and subtraction. It says how many words, how much is the word Minions worth? And can you find a word that's nearest to £100? Be interested to see what words you can come up with. This is also another good way to help you practice your spellings this week. So whatever your spellings are, you could choose and have a go at adding up your spelling words as well. So, thinking about English, we've got some activities again for you to do in English. We've got a reading one, a writing one and a spelling one. So as always, practicing your Year 3 and 4 words. Sometimes it gets a bit boring just to write them down though. So we've got a couple of ideas this week on the drive for you to have a look at. It could be that you want to use your spelling words and you're going to write them with all the vowels in one colour and all the consonants in another colour. Remember the vowels are A, E, I, O, U. So that's a fun way to do it. This one here is also a great way, skipping spelling. So get yourself out in the garden. The weather's going to be nice this week. So you can skip and spell your spelling words. So at the same time as you jump, you say one of your spelling letters until you say the whole word. And there's another couple on there as well. So a couple of different ways for you to get on to do your spellings this week. In terms of writing, then we have got some story starters from a very famous author. We've got some story starters from Alex T. Smith, who wrote Claude, who you can see there, and also who wrote Mr. Penguin. Great book if you haven't read it. So there's 3 in the series now, so have a look at those. So there's a couple of funny story starters this week, and it says, you wake up and discover your fingers have turned to bananas. What might happen? What might you have to get up to if you've got bananas for fingers? Very strange. A secret passage is hidden behind an old painting of a spooky lady wearing a haunted cagoule. And a cagoule's a type of costume, type of coat. And Everard Pricklebum, a hedgehog with a talent for gardening, is excited to show his prized turnip at the vegetable show. But where has it gone? Who knows? So some really good story starters there to get you thinking about stories, get your imaginations running right. I know that lots of you have got fab imaginations and brilliant storytellers, so we definitely want to see some of your stories. In terms of your spag, you've got a spag mat again to do this week, so have a look on the Google Drive, and again, choose the challenge that you think is going to challenge you the most. Don't go too easy. Give yourself a bit of a challenge. And again, the reading this week, I don't know if you know, but on the 23rd of April, it's St. George's Day, the patron saint of England. So I thought we'd have a reading comprehension about St. George, maybe a dragon in there somewhere as well. And also, I thought as you're at home with your families, you might like to do a bit of a play. So I've given you a play script this week, so you can be Oliver Twist and some of his friends, and you can act out your reading comprehension this week. Don't forget to answer the questions though. So a little bit of a different reading comprehension for you to do this week. In terms of science, our next unit of science that we were going to be looking at when we were at school is all about living animals and habitats. So I've been working on that this morning, so maybe next week I will talk to Mrs. Parker and Miss O'Donnell, and we can try and see if we can get you doing some science learning at home, which would be fab. This week though, I've got a challenge for you. I've got a STEM challenge, so a science, technology, engineering and maths challenge. And it's all about designing a boat. So go onto the Google Drive and have a look. It says, can you design and make a boat using items that you have around your home, and then investigate, firstly, if it floats, and then can it carry a cargo of a 1p coin without sinking? I wonder. We know about designing things. We've done a lot of DT this year, so make sure you design, make sure you draw it, then build your prototype, and then have a look, see what happens. If you're going on a materials hunt around the house, make sure that you get permission before you use anything. Just check first with your grown-ups that you are allowed to use whatever you found to make a boat, because we don't want anyone to get in trouble, okay? And then test your designs. Did your boat float? How long did it float for? And how many 1p coins can it carry? Can it carry 2p coins? What about £1 coins? There's lots of different things for you to be having a go at there. PE, don't forget to stay active, so you can use your skipping spelling to help you with that. We've got Joe Wicks on at 9 o'clock every morning, so you can join in with Joe. I know that some of you have been doing PE with Joe. I know that Josephine has written a poem for Joe Wicks, fantastic poem about exercise. Great rhyming words in there, Josephine. They were really good, so well done for that. Thank you for sharing it with us on our year group email. That's really nice. There are lots of PE challenges on the YouTube channel, so have a look at those. You may have already done them, but can you get better? Can you change the rules of one of them? Can you make your own PE challenge? We'd like to see those. And also you could do skipping spelling, couldn't you? So, you know, there's lots of things for you to go outside and be active in your garden if you can. Remember to stay safe though, all right? I've also got a PE challenge actually. It's called Workout of the Week, and it's a Keepy Uppy challenge. So it's all to do with football. And you might not have a football at home in your garden, and that's okay. Maybe you've got a tennis ball or a different ball. You can use one of those. The bronze challenge is Keepy Uppies, but you can add a bounce in between. So that's okay. If you fancy a silver challenge, you've got to add in some headers. So have a go at that. And there's the gold challenge is, can you do it with a partner? So can you get your mum out there doing some keepy uppies, or your dad, or your big brother, big sister, little sister, whoever you can you all get out there and do the keepy uppy challenge in a circle? I'd love to see that. That'd be amazing. So lots of things to keep you active. Also on there, because I know there's a lot of time spent on screens, there are lots of non-screen activities that you can get involved with. There's another active one here, which I'm sure Joe Wicks would love. It says, make up your own 5-minute exercise routine. So maybe you could do that. But there are lots of different things there. Some art things there. There are some storytelling things there, character work. So have a look. That might be something that you want to do to get you off your screens and have a go at that. Times Table Rockstars Challenge. Still on. I've just had a look. Just had a look, and the children are still winning. It's not good. The children are still winning, but it's very close. There are 706 points between the teachers and the children. So I think the teachers are going to win. I think that we are going to get on it this week. We've got a few more days left. I think there's a couple more days left, and we are going to beat you. So just saying, you know, if you're up for the challenge, then bring it on. But we're only 700 points behind, and that's really easy to catch up. Special mentions, though, to, out of the top 10 across the whole school, there are 5 children in year 4, which is amazing. So these 5 children are in the top 10 of the children in the battle that have been working on it really hard. So special mention to Lethan, Liam, Sophie, Lexi and Elod. Well done, guys. You've worked really hard on your times tables. I can see that you are in the top 10 on that leaderboard. So keep going. It's really important that we practice those. I will give you the times table results in a minute, but we'll leave that till the end. I just wanted to mention, even though it was the Easter holidays last week, some of us have still been working. So Bella's been very busy. She's had a front room holiday and she's had a spa day, so well done. Josephine has done some fantastic work on the water cycle. I loved your model. It was amazing. Your scientific language that you used to describe and label was brilliant, so well done for you. You must have put a lot of hard work into that. She's also written that fantastic poem about exercising with all that rhyme in it, which was amazing. I loved it. I also liked your coloured pens that you used. Well done. Lucia's been working very hard. She's done lots of different tasks across all of the things that Miss O'Donnell asked last week. She's written a persuasive letter to the judge and she's done a card. So she's been really busy, and it's really nice to be able to see all of your learning, Lucia. So even though it was the Easter holidays, you've worked really hard and continued with your learning. So well done. It's amazing to see. And Adam's also written a letter to the judge. He thinks Toad shouldn't get 20 years. He thinks that's very, very steep. And he has managed, I think, with his persuasive language, to persuade him to lighten the sentence, to give him less years than he has already got. Okay, so drum roll. Times Table Rockstar results are in. It's very close again this week, actually. It's very close. I know Miss O'Donnell said it was close last week. I'm not actually sure that the results are very different, but let's see. So in joint second place with 3 people in the top 10 were Y for P and Y for L. Oh. And in first place again was Y4O with 4 people in the top 10. Now, come on, Y4L and Y4P. We know that we can beat Y4O. So next week, I'm expecting Mrs. Parker to tell me that Y4L have won. Oh, sorry. Y4L or Y4P have won. Okay, so Times Table Rockstars top 3 people this week are Lethan. Well done again. You're on the top again, Lethan. Someone needs to topple him off. Get him off the top spot. Lexi, good girl, you are second this week in year 4, and Grace Louise is third. So lots of hard work there on your times tables. We are really missing you, and we definitely want to see all of your learning. So please send us anything that you get up to. We are missing you. We are missing seeing your faces, and we want to see your pictures and your videos of what you've been up to. This is the email address to send them to. Look forward to seeing lots of things next week. Take care. Bye.